How does distributism differ from capitalism and communism? Imagine a world where most families own their land, tools, and small businesses instead of a few big corporations or the government controlling everything. That's what distributism aims for. It's a different way of thinking about how we share resources and power. Unlike capitalism, which encourages private ownership and profit, distributism promotes widespread ownership at the local level. It wants families and small businesses to own most productive property, not just large companies. This helps prevent wealth from being concentrated in the hands of a few wealthy elites. In capitalism, the focus is on profit and competition. Big companies grow by buying out smaller ones, which can lead to monopolies. Distributism criticizes this because it can make it hard for regular people to own land or businesses. Instead, distributism encourages breaking up large monopolies and spreading property ownership among many people. This way, more families can have control over their livelihood, which supports local communities and personal responsibility. Now, looking at communism, the main idea is that the government owns everything. All property is shared, and there is no private ownership. The goal is to create a classless society where resources are distributed equally. But distributism disagrees with this approach because it values private property. It believes that people should own their land and tools, but ownership should be fair and accessible to everyone. Distributism also emphasizes subsidiarity, which means decisions and ownership should happen at the lowest possible level. That often means families or local communities rather than big governments. This keeps power close to the people and preserves personal freedom. Christian socialism, which focuses on social justice and human dignity, aligns well with distributism. It sees economic activity as a moral issue, promoting fairness and community bonds rather than just profit or state control. Practically, a distributist society would have many small farms and local artisan shops. People would produce goods close to home, and markets would focus on quality and durability. Technology and innovation would come from cooperative groups rather than large patent monopolies. This approach aims to avoid the corruption and inefficiency seen in both unchecked capitalism and centralized state economies. So, in simple terms, distributism differs from capitalism by opposing the concentration of ownership and from communism by supporting private property. It promotes widespread ownership, local decision-making, and moral responsibility, which are key ideas in Christian socialism. It's about creating a balanced, fair economy that values human dignity and community above profits or state control.